Usually, plants are our harmless and pleasant neighbors who clean the air we breathe and look beautiful. But what about the plants that have a taste for flesh? Is there any nightmare scarier than that of a meat-eating plant? Not for baby salamanders. In Ontario, Canada, baby salamanders are being eaten alive by carnivorous plants with the odd nickname of turtle socks. This northern pitcher plant, known by its scientific name of Sarracenia purpurea, used to be known as a plant that only ate insects. According to a study published in the magazine Ecology, in addition to insects, 1 in 5 turtle socks plants catches, kills, and eats young salamanders. So why would a plant eat a salamander? One professor from the University of Guelph has joked that people should watch their children around these plants, since they've shown a taste for vertebrates. It was a group of scientists from the University of Guelph who first discovered that baby salamanders were being trapped and digested in the pitchers of these plants. Salamanders are very nutritious, which is likely why these plants eat them. The plants grow in wet, boggy areas, and because salamanders make their homes near water, they're vulnerable to these salamander-eating plants. Although all salamanders lay their eggs in the water, these creatures have different lifestyles. Some live only in water for their whole lives. Others live part-time on land. And some live only on land as adults. People often mistake them for lizards, but salamanders are different because they have no scales. The smallest of these creatures are only 2.5 centimeters long, while the largest, known as the Chinese giant salamander, can grow almost 2 meters long. Salamander tails are very handy, so to speak. They're used to help salamanders jump into the air, as a weapon against predators, as an attractive body part to secure a mate, and even as a detachable limb when grabbed by an enemy. Why does the tail come off? Well, as horrified children have learned when they've caught salamanders by the tail, salamanders can drop their appendage in the grabber's hands while making a clean getaway. This ability to drop their tail without harming themselves is called autotomy. Salamanders can regrow their tails, or even their organs, within a few weeks. It's this incredible ability to regenerate their lost or stolen body parts that scientists are studying for our benefit. Just imagine how useful it would be for people to be able to regrow damaged limbs. Researchers are trying to reverse engineer the way that salamanders regrow their body parts so that we can do it too. And doctors hope that someday they can use this knowledge to help us in some really important ways. For example, treating brain and spinal cord injuries could be much easier if the patient could regrow their damaged body parts. People who have heart surgery can get dangerous scars. This might be avoided if we could use what we learn about salamanders. If you ever want to study a salamander yourself, go to a bog and listen. Some of the species make clicking and popping noises by opening their nostrils. Other species make a hissing sound by forcing air out of their mouths. Being eaten by plants and regrowing their tails, that's what salamanders do. And that's what makes them crazy creatures.